Hey, what is up, everybody? It's NBA playoff time. Let's get it. Play-in games are over. Let's get into the legitness of the NBA playoffs. But first, we got to recap the other day. So we had Darius Garland. We ended up going over with his points. A lot of people were telling me Rajon Rondo was stealing a lot of his assists. Ended up not being the case. His assists hit and his points did not. That's just unfortunate on that one. We ended up going with over on CJ McCollum. Comes up just a few points short. Ends up finishing with 21. Brandon Ingram stole the show in that one, and when he needed 26. And then we ended up with the whole Paul George situation. I dropped the video, and I'm not even kidding you. As soon as my video uploaded, Paul George news came out that he got COVID and he was out. And so that kind of blew up the whole majority of that last video because I was saying under on Brandon Ingram because he was going to be matched up on Paul George, stuff like that. And so I kind of blew up that whole last video. As well as, so with that happening with Paul George, we went ahead and went with Reggie Jackson, and he ended up hitting his line pretty big. So I like, we had a 1 and 2 day just the other day. Reggie Jackson was our only hit. We missed with Garland and McCollum, but I'm feeling really, really confident about today. Got a lot of solid matchups today. First full NBA playoff action today. We got a handful of teams going at it today, so let's get right into today's video. Let's get it. Real quick, if you guys are new to Underdog Fantasy, make sure that you there's a link down in the description I have that automatically takes you to the App Store where you can download Underdog Fantasy. Also throws in my TAKEMYSHOT code when you guys sign up for that. So when you make your first deposit, it helps me out big time, as well as it gives you a 100% deposit match up to $100. So if you throw in $20, for example, you'll get actually $40, and they'll give you another $20 free just to bet on for funsies, a little risk-free bets for fun. And so that is always nice as well to get those risk-free bets. Also helps me out, like I said, big time if you guys use my code TAKEMYSHOT. Because all my picks every single day are always going to be Underdog Fantasy picks. I think it's the best player prop betting app out there. With that being said, now let's get to today's picks. All right, baby, coming up the lock of the day. Let's get it. First NBA playoff lock on the channel. Let's get it. And today I'm going to be going with the Mavs starting point guard. He is going to be starting at the point guard because Luka is out tonight. Give me the Villanova boy. Give me Jalen Brunson. I am in love with this line. That's why it's going to be our lock of the day today. In 17 games this season, or excuse me, 16 games without Luka this season, Jalen Brunson is averaging 20 points and 7.5 assists. Also, they did face the Utah Jazz back on December 25th, back on Christmas. And in that game, when they played the Utah Jazz, Jalen Brunson just managed to drop, 27 and 6. So it's really up to you, man, when it comes down to it. If you want to go straight up just 20.5 points or 25.5 points and assists, I think I'm going to lean personally towards that point line. Like I said, since his averages without Luka Doncic on the court, he's averaging 20 points exactly. He averages 20 points and 7 assists, so the assist one is not a bad one by any means at all, but I'm going to go with points today versus the Utah Jazz, who really don't have that perimeter defense. Donovan Mitchell's not exactly the greatest perimeter defender in the world, and when Luka is not on the floor, Jalen Brunson's scoring ability goes way up, so I'm liking Jalen Brunson today as our lock of the day versus the Jazz. Next up, give me one of my personal favorite players in the NBA. Give me D-Lo. Give me DAngelo Russell, baby. Over in his 19.5 points. They are disrespecting my boy right here by only putting him at 19.5 points. Dropped 29 on the Clippers in his last play-in game. And also this season, they've matched up with the Clippers 3 times. Excuse me, not the Clippers. They've matched up with the Memphis Grizzlies 3 times this season. This season where he's dropped 28, 29, and 37, absolutely obliterating his line in all 3 of those games. I'm expecting more of the same with that tonight. A lot of that defensive attention from the Grizzlies will be on Anthony Edwards. It will be on Karl Anthony Towns, which leaves DAngelo Russell open, which means DAngelo Russell is going to get easy shots. He's going to get buckets like he has been his last 3 games, averaging 31 points per game versus the Grizzlies. I love this line today. If it wasn't for that Jalen Brunson line today without Luka in the lineup, it would be my lock of the day. So I'm liking DAngelo Russell over 19.5 points today. This is an easy steal for me. All right, guys, real quick on a serious note. I am a man of the people. I owe everything, all of my success that I'm having on YouTube lately and stuff like that is all because of you guys. And I always want to help you guys in whatever way that I can. And recently, just yesterday, a fan of mine named Colin texted me yesterday in Discord asking if I could help him out. And I said, of course I could. And what his situation that he's got going on right now is that his dog, his German Shepherd dog named Skye, has been diagnosed with multicentric lymphoma. It's basically some sort of disease or whatever that attacks the lymph nodes and the immune system. Right now, the procedure to help him get cured from that costs anywhere between $4,000 to $10,000, just depending on how long the treatment takes, how long it takes, or how effective it is, stuff like that. He approached me and asked if I could help him in any kind of way, so that he can get this money for the procedure and stuff like that. He started a GoFundMe, so I'm going to link to the GoFundMe down in the description below. I want to do anything I can to help you guys out. So I said, of course, I'm going to put the link down below. And if you guys have any money laying around, a little extra money that you want to throw towards Colin, I know that if it was my dog, I have a silver lab that I've had since I was 16 years old. And if I could do anything in my power to help my dog, if something like that happened to me, I would do anything in the world. I would spread the word. I'd try to get any amount of money that I could. So I know Skye means a lot to Colin. And if you guys have anything laying around that you want to help him, link will be down in the description. Hopefully everything can go well with Skye and Colin and his family. Him and his girlfriend have been doing everything that they can to try to get the money and stuff like that. So I feel like a way that I can help Colin and help my fans is by shouting him out in this video and telling you guys about the link and everything. So if you guys could do that and you guys could help out or throw some prayers towards Colin and Skye, that'd be great. And thank you guys if you guys do. And let's hope that Skye and Colin can have a pretty good procedure and stuff like that, and they get the money that they need for this. Next up, baby, give me an under from a 76er. Give me the under for James Harden's 21.5 points. Now, James Harden will be taking on the long, athletic, defensively talented Toronto Raptors today. That's a long team. That's a team that got incredible defensive abilities, both on the perimeter and the interior. This is a great defensive team, and they're going to blitz and hedge and absolutely lock up James Harden. In his two matchups this year, he played them 2 times with Philadelphia this year. He played them once with Brooklyn, but 2 times with Philadelphia. Only had 17 points and 13 points and got held to horrible shooting splits. 5 for 12 from the field and 3 for 12 from the field. Shooting just 40% from the field from James Harden, which is pretty bad. Also, really not getting to the free throw line, only averaging about 6 made free throws, about 7 free throw attempts, which is low for Harden. That's really low. The Raptors, they're going to primarily put OG Anunoby most likely. Scotty Barnes at times. Scotty Barnes, we know he's been going back between guarding 1 through 5 at times. OG Anunoby on the perimeter. And don't sleep on Fred VanVleet as well. Fred VanVleet is a pretty good defender as well. So they're going to hound and harass. Embiid's going to get his, okay? Don't worry about Embiid. Embiid's going to have to get his. But I have a feeling, like they have been earlier in the season, they're going to lock up Harden. Only had 17 and 13 in their 2 matchups this season. I'm anticipating them to lock him up once again today. Also should be a really fun series between Philadelphia and Toronto for sure. I am going to be keeping my eyes on this series a lot for sure. So I like James Harden under 21.5 points today versus the Toronto Raptors. With that being said, guys, that's going to lead to our perfect 3-slip today. There's definitely enough plays for me to put together a 5-slip, I'm thinking. But for now, I really just love these 3 plays. There are 2 other picks that I really like a lot that I might throw on Instagram. So guys, if you want to follow me on Instagram, if I do end up making a 5-slip, you want to follow me there because I'll throw that up on Instagram before the game starts. But most likely right now, I'm just liking these 3 a lot, okay? And I'm really wanting a clean sweep. I'm really wanting to get my momentum going back how it was at the beginning of March to continue into April. So I will read you guys the perfect 3-slip, which will be our lock of the day of Jalen Brunson over 20.5 points, DAngelo Russell over 19.5 points. That's just too low. It's disrespecting that man. And give me James Harden under 21.5 points today versus the Toronto Raptors. Long, defensive, athletic freaks on the wing. Harden's going to have a hard time trying to get buckets. So I like that as our perfect 3-slip today for for the first round of the playoffs. Let's get it. And with that being said, guys, that is going to wrap up today's video. Super excited for the playoffs. It's going to be a whole lot of fun stuff. I can't wait till Milwaukee plays again tomorrow. Hopefully, I'm a Milwaukee fan. Hoping that Milwaukee can go back-to-back. That'd be really dope. Should be a tough Eastern Conference, though. If we can get, 76ers versus Bucks. I don't know the exact specifications of the bracket, so I don't know if this is possible, but, a Bucks Eastern Conference Finals matchup, that'd be super dope. Or even, because the Nets are all the way on the other side. Oh, Nets would be on the same side, huh? Because Bucks are 3, so 76ers are 4. Oh, yeah, so we could get a 76ers Bucks matchup, if I'm not mistaken. So that would be a really fun matchup. That would be a competitive series, really fun series. And then out west, I know a lot of people are speaking highly of the Suns, but the Suns this year have a lot of competition in the West. It's not quite like last year. The West wasn't as good as it is this year. Of course, the Warriors are back in it, so it should be super fun playoffs this year. I'm super excited. Nothing better than NBA playoff basketball, and hopefully our picks can absolutely kill it today, and we can end today, or we can start off the playoffs with a sweep. So with that being said, guys, I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.